All right, so let's have a little outlook for GJ and the rest of these pairs right now. I like the way GJ is right now. This is the bullish fib that I see ourselves in. There's a possibility that it could, pop down to a lower level for some reason or whatever and continue back up. I actually was in GJ buys, but I closed it on Friday. I took buys right. Hmm. Hum. Honestly, it was probably something like this. Right. But I exited. I want Yeah, I mean the weekend was coming, I just wanted to get out of that trade. And then when I saw it create this higher low on the 4 hour, I was like, damn, I probably should have stayed in, but it's all good. So bullish buyers for this week. I have a bullish bias for UJ. Right. And one of the trades that I took that actually helped me pass the first phase of FTML again last week was higher lows that were formed on the 4 hour, right? So the whole time I still had a bullish bias because I'm seeing that, we had a point of structure right here, and then we created a legit lower low just to then have us start trading above that. Right. So even if you didn't believe that this was an official higher high because it was bullish, bearish, and it was technically tested on the 4 hour, then you can't say the same thing about over here, because then we really do have like higher highs, legit higher highs forming, right? So yeah, when price came down here, after it gave me this long wick, I entered in for some buys. Let's see, and I think it was on the 61.8. Let me see. 50%, right? So yeah, and then I had this level drawn out to the left. I was like, well, maybe price could reverse from this level, and it's past at 31.8. So I feel like when price goes past 31.8 in a structure, you have a higher chance of it going in your favor versus it barely being at a 23.6 or just 23.6. But yeah, I think I entered in UJ after. Hold on, let me give you the price. So there's some good entries. Well, then let's see. On the 14th, price 132.560, 132.5. So it was around here, this level. And then price popped up. I think this was some US news. And I exited up here and I was like, perfect. Now for gold, I also have a bullish bias on gold. I like the way that this candle closed with that much wick to the bottom. The next thing I would want to see, which actually already happened, was this break of minor resistance on the 30-minute. And the only reason I didn't get into more buys on the other X whatever and then USD pairs, because I feel like they're all doing the exact same thing right now. It's just because, I mean, all I have to do, I mean, I'm in the verification stage, and I only need like $100 more. So it's just like, I'm not even gonna overdo it. I do see a lot of opportunity coming up right now. So this is one of them. If not this, then probably we're gonna have it at another level after. But again, overall, my bias is still very bullish. AU, I had a bearish bias for AU. I did, not even gonna lie. Especially after on the daily candle, we broke support right here, but then we went all the way back up. So now it's just like, okay, obviously I gotta put structure ahead. I have to make it a priority, So I'm trying to see the last structure point the last legit structure point I had, that was a lower high, maintaining this downtrend. Okay, was this level right here. And it was this that made us start to say, okay, well, now we are having a higher high being created. So now we can say point A to point B, right? Now this is where I have my negative 27% target. So when price came all the way back down here, you know what? I was looking at this opportunity, but because I was thinking buys, I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that we were actually at 100% level on the 4-hour structure, which would have been really nice. So if I was paying attention, I would have taken it after this, that higher low that was formed, or I could have taken it after price broke resistance and then created a higher low. But you know, there's just so many options. So yeah, right now my bias is still very bullish. Of course, I do think that price could turn around and continue bullish from here, mainly because we're on the moving average, which I like. But then again, you look on the smaller time frames, and we have started to break minor levels of resistance, and that's the main thing I look for. So moving on to GU, this is the one trade that I am in. All right, again, 4-hour, we're maintaining above these MAs, point A, point B, point C. Point A created a higher high. This makes a higher high. So point A, point B, and then point C, where we're just looking for the transition. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little amount of break of resistance, and we definitely could wait for a whole bunch more confluence, but it's really up to me, isn't it? And I like that when we look to the left, price on the 4-hour use this level as support before. So I'm going in a few hours, maybe 2 or 3. I'm gonna see how this plays out. And lately I've been using the daily as it's kind of like a correlation, a negative correlation for the other USD, like for these two USD pairs, but not on a small time frame, more like on a bigger 4-hour structure, where's our direction type thing. So that's why also I have primarily my bullish bias for these. All right, because the daily is pushing bearish. Now, this is a major level of support. For all I know, price could continue bullish from here, and then these all could continue bearish, which, you know, crazy enough, it doesn't seem like the worst idea. But again, I like to trade with the 4-hour, just makes more sense. So yeah, let's see what happens for this coming week.